Hi everyone, and welcome back. So, I'm pretty much cramming out 3 videos today. I'm only going to get 2 up. The other one is pre-recording for tomorrow. But, so out of Comic-Con, another thing we had is the announcement of 3 different DC animated movies. And hello, puppy. One of them is the long-awaited, long-controversial Justice League Dark. I'm actually going to talk about all of them, but Justice League Dark is the one I headline with, obviously. It's considerably the big one, and the one I have the most interest in. And, Justice League Dark. Essentially, it is the magical side of Justice League. They're a ragtag group of magic users who deal with the magical stuff that the normal Justice League couldn't go up against. Hell, Superman can't do anything against magic. So when you have the Man of Steel who's completely powerless against the opponent, you need someone who can go against that power. And the cast includes... The characters include Constantine, who is the leader, who's voiced, oddly enough, by Matt Ryan, who played him in the TV series that got canceled. We also have Zatanna, Deadman, Etrigan the Demon, and Swamp Thing will also be featured in there. Each one of them, there's a featurette online right now talking about the team and how it works. We've got the, what was it? But the House of... Was it the House of Mystery? Or I can't remember exactly what it's called. But basically the house that appears when it's needed for certain things. And it has its own physical manifestation. But it's not just focusing solely on these characters. Apparently we will have the other Justice League, like the main Justice League members, spliced in there, with Batman actually being, among all of them, the most prominent. He's kind of the everyman who doesn't necessarily believe in magic. He believes in there's an explanation for everything. Hell, Superman's an alien, interdimensional beings. Trigon's a demon, but an interdimensional demon, so you can make the argument that he's, a different being. Excuse me, I'm a little congested at the moment. Anywho, so he's kind of the skeptic in the myths about this, which is odd because, well, in this universe anyway, but Batman has dealt with many magical and supernatural beings before, so in the comics and animated series and things, so it would be a little odd for this Batman not to believe in that when he's usually experienced it already. But whatever. Which I like that because the physical manifestation of the house is obviously magic and it's magical in its own right, and it's talking about like there's so much darkness in your heart. How do you deal with it? I have a butler. Which Jason O'Mara from Justice League War and Throne of Atlantis is reprising his role as Batman. So we're dealing with that issue of the Justice League, or that incarnation of the Justice League. And I believe he was also in Teen Titans versus the Justice League, because it was again the same folks more or less. Which I am curious. Cyborg was on the Teen Titans, but he's also in the Justice League in that universe. So I'm wondering if he's a member of both teams? I mean, it would make sense. He is technically only like a college student, so... just making sure... Hey, no. She's chewing on a shoe. No. Anyway, but it's interesting because I really do look forward to seeing these characters. Because while I have nothing against the Magic Universe, most of the time I'm focused on Batman and Superman, things like that. Especially with like the normal animated movies or the mainstream live action movies. That's what I'm focused on usually. That's what most of us are focused on usually. But with things like Doctor Strange coming out, we forget that, oh yeah, there's a whole different side to these universes that's really cool. Doctor Strange looks awesome right now. It looks trippy as balls, and I'm digging that. And this is the same thing. I love how each of them, they explain, each of them has like magical runes that summon and display what type of magic they use. Constantine shows it, Zatanna shows it. I don't know about Swamp. Swamp Thing's a little weird in that regard, but whatever. Deadman, all that. So, and of course the demon. I love the demon Etrigan. Trying to remember exactly. So, I can't remember his actual like phrase to actually summon the demon or turn into the demon, but something that fallen man become the demon Etrigan and something like that. It's just like it's a cool little rhyme, and he always speaks in rhymes. That's the thing. I love him. He's a cool character. I dig him, man. I love it. So I mean, from Justice League Dark, I mean, they say that the villain they're fighting, I don't think it's going to be Morgan Le Fay, but it's something more along the lines from like Etrigan's time, very medieval time. So I can't be certain on that, but still very interesting, very cool. The other one they announced, or the second of the other ones they announced, is Teen Titans: The Judas Contract, which is one of the most famous Teen Titans stories published. Now, if I remember correctly, because apparently the end of Teen Titans versus the Justice League is they show Terra coming. Spoilers, sorry. Terra, who, if you remember from the animated series, is the Earth Mover. Is basically. I honestly don't remember a great deal of the Judas. I know of the Judas Contract, but to be honest, I don't think I've ever read the Judas. I know it's among the most popular Teen Titans stories, but where's the Judas Contract? Hold on, I want to see if I can find the thing for the Judas Contract here, just so I can get an idea. Because if it's the story I'm thinking of from like what they adapted to the TV show, then yeah, Titans together 1 year later. Titans, Teen Titans Spotlight, Titans. Oh, come on, really? List of Teen. Okay, 1 second. Because I already know what the other one is. I don't need it. Yeah, what? That's okay. I clicked the Judas Contract. Why doesn't the? Okay, maybe this is it. Oh, okay. Here we go. I believe it is the story that they more or less they kind of adapt, where Terra betrays the Titans and it's Deathstroke and all that. So interesting. I do wonder if we'll get like Ravager in there. Ravager was a one-shot character. Well, not one shot. She's the daughter of Slade Wilson. He also has a son too, but she actually became a villain to like appease her dad. I do wonder if we'll get her. No confirmation or denying on that. All these are slated for like 2017, so we won't really be getting much new. First one up is just Justice League Dark, so we won't be getting much in the Judas Contract right now. It should be interesting to see because they're also obviously going to be utilizing the cast from Teen Titans versus the Justice League. So the Robin we have in this universe is hello puppy. So the Robin we have in the universe is Damian Wayne. It's not Tim Drake. It's not Nightwing. It's not none of them. So it should be interesting to see how that is played out. Last one they got is a whole new original story, Batman and Harley Quinn. Now, original story by Bruce Timm. Now, they don't like to give anything else on that. But right off the bat, that raises questions. I mean, is it going to be him fighting Harley Quinn, his relationship with Harley Quinn? Is there maybe going to be some sort of weird romance in this version anyway, because it's original story, an attraction to Harley to Batman instead of the Joker, or maybe between them or something like that? Harley with Poison Ivy going to show up? I mean, there's a lot that needs explaining with that. But that's what's so interesting about that, is because obviously the Batman-Joker relationship is probably the most prevalent of those relationships. But there is kind of a weird repertoire between Quinn and Batman. I mean, it's nowhere near like Catwoman level or anything like that. It's not like they actually have romance or attraction, per se. Some comics indicate a kind of attraction or flirtatiousness, but at the same time, no, she's crazy. And right now, under her solo concept, Ivy, her and Ivy are in a relationship, so yeah, it's weird. It's interesting. I'm curious. Dig it. But yeah, besides Justice League Dark, that is definitely the one I'm interested the most after that. Second most interested, I suppose, would be the best way to put that. Apart from that, though, that's all they show for the DC Showcase in terms of that upcoming films. But I'm glad that DC really excels in the animated universe. It's just a shame Marvel kind of had to stop. I dug a lot of Marvel's animated movie. I mean, I own a good portion of them. I don't own all of them. Like I don't own the Thor one, and I don't own Thor. I think I actually own all because I own Ultimate Avengers 2, which isn't as good, but still entertaining. I own Iron Man, Doctor Strange, Hulk versus. Is that all of them? Remind me if that's all. I think that actually might be all of them. Which is a shame, now that I think about it. Wow. Yeah, DC kind of kicked the crap out of Marvel, at least in that regard, so you got that bonus. So, other than that, though, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Like, comment, share, subscribe. As always, if you want us to review something, put the comments below. Let us know. We'll do a review of it at some point. Be back in a little bit with another